Yo, what's good? I'm Marcus, and we are going to talk a little bit about the student loan payment that stole Christmas. A lot of y'all out there are probably in my position. You got student loans for a degree. 50% of y'all probably got a degree because half people aren't graduating. But you probably either went to college or graduated and got a degree and have student loans that you got to pay back. For the past 3+ years, we have been in this great state if you had a federal student loan where you don't have to come out of pocket, you don't have to pay anything. So some people, hey, took the opportunity to lower that student loan and make payments. Some people saved money, some people paid off other debt. Some people bought cars. Some people spent money on things that they couldn't afford. It was a plethora of options that people chose to take. Well, now that student loans are back around the holiday season, everybody is getting a little up in arms and like, student loan payments are going to make Christmas shopping hard. So let's check out this video and we're going to dive in and talk about it.
The Credit Karma reports that 28% of Gen Z and millennials think that holiday shopping this year is just unaffordable. And it's not just because of those student loan payments. It's also because cost of living and credit card debt have reached new record highs. Experts say even with Christmas shopping this month, set boundaries for yourself.
So make a budget now.
All right, before we dive into whatever advice they about to give about budgeting, can I just be honest? Let's just be honest. We know that the holidays come up in December of every year because they've always come up in December of every year. So it's a strong possibility that the people who are in the position where the holiday shopping is going to be tough, you know what? They probably were in that same position thinking holiday shopping is tough. Now, we're going to watch this video. They talking about budgeting and all that. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all and be honest. It's a we're past the middle of November, and if you're starting the budget right now for your Christmas shopping last month, it's a strong possibility you already are behind. You already are behind the curve. We see these stories come out every year. Credit card shopping is up. People spent on average of this. They went in debt this amount during the holidays. Hey, it's up to us to make the right decision. So we're gonna check out the advice she's gonna give, but Christmas is coming. Holidays is coming. December 24th, 25th, all that stuff is coming. Plan for that stuff in January, February, March. So you're ahead of the game so you aren't scrambling. But the other thing is, you have to know how to say no. The holidays isn't about buying everybody what they want. The holidays is, in my opinion, just me. The holidays is about, hey, if you're blessed and in a position of access where you can get someone something, you do. If you can't, they should understand. Hey, that was the method that was explained to me as a kid. There was plenty of Christmases and holidays where I did not get anything. And, because my parents prepped me, they told me about it. Yeah, it sucked, but it wasn't nothing that was ultimately devastating. And most of the times, a month later, 3 weeks later, they would give me something anyway. They just had to fit it and figure out how they were going to do it. So let's check out the tips that this sister is going to give and see how these tips or if these tips actually make any viable sense.
If you haven't started planning, this is a great time.
If you haven't started planning for Christmas, this is a great time. This is the late time. A great time would have been in February. This is a late time, but better late than never.
We like the 50-30-20 rule, where you try to direct half of your income to necessities like rent and bills, 30% for discretionary fun expenses, and then 20% for financial goals.
30% for discretionary fun? Like, that sounds crazy to me. Like, let me know in the comments if y'all spend 30% of y'all budget or y'all income on discretionary fun. Like, I don't know. I feel like these 20, 30, 50 budgets, they all sound great, but they all are on the assumption that you are making enough money to pay your bills and have access to save and invest.
And so that type of framework can make it really easy to see where your money kind of fits in.
great advice. And I know for me, I have my list of gifts I'm getting my family members, and I'm waiting for those Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. I know some of them are already happening, so I'm waiting for that check coming tomorrow. Back to you. The Credit Karma.
All right. So, hey, student loans didn't steal Christmas or the holiday season. Really, your piss poor planning did. And trust me, I know I've been there before where I literally used the paycheck that I got before Christmas to buy Christmas gifts. And then I started off at the beginning of the year in January, like, oh, snap, I'm in debt. I don't know what I'm going to do. So you got to be smart about it. You have to be able to say no, especially, hey, fellas, this is just my position, fellas. If your lady want a gift, you have two options. You can either you got three options. One option I'm not doing. You could like get a credit card or a department store card and get her whatever it is that she wants. I'm not doing that, right? That's just not happening. Option number two is a viable option. You could do something to get your income up and get her that gift that she wants. Option number three, if you don't want to do either option one or two, or you can't do option one number or two, option number three is, hey, you a man, have the heart to be like, yo, you know what? We can't do this right now. I can't get this for you right now. Hey, I can get it for you, but I gotta get it for you when the budget allows. That's just kind of how I move. And I just personally feel like as a man, you have to be able to either make a way to get it, go into debt to get it if you want to go that route, which I don't recommend, or have the damn heart to say, we can't do it right now, but we could do it later. Let's come up with a plan. This is the plan. I mean, I think that's the best way to look at it. But it's not student loan payments that are jamming people up for the holidays. It's our inability to plan. It's our inability to plan 5, 6, 9 months in advance. So I would recommend, hey, it's not student loans. The Grinch that stole Christmas is piss poor planning. Is the Grinch that stole Christmas, and we don't want to start off the holidays just starting from a deficit, starting in the negative, starting in debt. So, like I said, right now, these are the 3 or 4 things you should do if you haven't saved up anything for the holidays. Hey, number one, set expectations. All of the people who you love, who you want to buy gifts for, set the expectation now so that they know what kind of gift, how many gifts, the cost of the gifts that they can expect. If they're expecting the world and you show up with some BS, hey, it's going to be a lot of disappointment. So one, set expectations. Two, come up with a plan to either increase your income over the next month so you can get those gifts, or see if you can cut some things out in your budget. A lot of places are hiring. A lot of places have need extra assistant during the holidays. You can find a good part-time gig. You can do Instacart for a Saturday and Sunday. You can do something to make extra money. So I always recommend making extra money to get those gifts as opposed to going in debt. All right, number three is important, and I think is dope. When you're setting expectations, just be candid. Hey, everyone is only getting 2 gifts this year. You can get something that you need and something that you want. For a long time, that's been a model in our household. The kids get 3 gifts. They get something to read, something that they need, and something that they want. Now, whatever grandma, grandpa, everybody else do for them, that's separate and apart from what we do. But that's kind of been our plan moving forward and what we've been doing for the past 2 or 3 years, and it works out fine. Hopefully, this video helps give y'all some insight, gives y'all a sense of urgency if you want to get those gifts so y'all can avoid the credit card debt. Because, yo, we want to start 2024 off on the right foot, making the right directions, the right money moves, smart money moves, and not just, out here putting everything on the Apple Card because it's 0 interest for 90 days and we never pay it off in the 90 days. I know because I've been that guy before. If you like this video, check out the content on the screen. There's going to be more content related to finances and attorney reactions.